They clear the way for James Yap. James Yap. You think he's off balance when he takes those jumpers, but those are exactly the kinds of shots he wants to take. James Yap now with 12 in the ball game.
Well, he's a very confident player because he's a two-time MVP now, So the confidence there is very high for him. He makes all kinds of shots. So this is a good three-point shot by Reyes. Much needed here by the Tropang Texters.
Ryan Reyes trying to get quickly back on defense. Simon spinning, fading away, can't get the bucket.
Well, Tropang Texas made 2 stops, defensive stops. No? See if they can score offensively.
Kelly Williams trying to tip in the possession, and Aban diving for the loose ball.
Going to be a foul called against Jonas Villanueva, who landed on top of Aban. Third personal foul now on Jonas Villanueva. A little bit more playing time, a little bit more active in this ball game, which for me, I think, and to a lot of people, is a do or die for B-Meg.
Kelly Williams at the low post. Active hands there by Canaleta, and he is going to be called for the foul.
Slowly but surely, I think Tropang Texas is beginning to realize. Well, first of all, they got them off the zone, and that was a man-to-man play. So they're going to do that. We have a lot of mismatches with the kind of lineup that B-Meg has been putting on the floor. We should take advantage of that. Of course, he's not a good free throw shooter. You can see by that kind of attempt. It's like you don't even want to be there. Ito si Timberlake, no? Coming into the ball game, replacing Jonas Villanueva, who picked up his 3rd foul earlier. Still a very imposing 10-point lead now for B-Meg with 6.5. But look at this. Tropang Texas only has 25 points in the middle of the second quarter.
If you recall, in game number 2, B-Meg Derby Ace managed to limit Tropang Texas to a total of only 32 points in the first half. That was their lowest output of the conference.
That was a great backdoor. Ang problema, ang pasan behind the guy. If it was in front of him, all he had to do was scoop it up. Williams not finishing well underneath the basket and then reaching in for a foul. Everything that's going wrong for Tropang Texas is happening so far in this first quarter and a half.
Ranidel de Ocampo, who started this ball game, making his first appearance in the second quarter.
Yeah, he started off very poorly for them. He was doing exactly what the others have been doing, losing the ball, causing turnovers, and not really making shots.
James Yap in rush hour. Canaleta from beyond the sunset. Another one.
Tatlo na ito si Canaleta from 3-point territory, and he's got a total of 11 points. And that's a baker's dozen lead now for B-Meg.
KG Canaleta, 8th in the league in 3-point field goal percentage, shooting about 36% from beyond the arc. And now Ranidel de Ocampo.
Yeah, that's double-dribble. I mean, that is the ball not moving at all. That ball stayed with Ranidel for 8 seconds with nothing happening. And if you have no play, you got to kick it out. Point guard's got to ask for the ball. And we have Castro coming into the ball game, partner replacing Alapaz.
And he will match up against Timberlake. James Yap.
Pushing foul there called against Castro. Is it Castro or Ranidel?
Yes, it is going to be Jason Castro. So second personal against Jason Castro. Ali Peak getting prepped to come back into this ball game.
Well, penalty situation already in effect against the Tropang Texers, and James Yap is going to the free throw line. Even though he has not had good percentages here, this is the guy you want to go to the free throw line during a penalty situation. 10 na yata namin miss nila, no? 10 na, no? Siyam na. Kasali na ba itong minis niya? Surprisingly, for a team that has a lot of good shooters.
Yeah, they're having problems on the free throw line. Absolutely. Oh, and look at this. Yes, 2 missed opportunities for James Yap, very rare for a player of James Yap's caliber.
They should be up by 20 right now instead
You're right.
of 13, you know. Hey, that allows for a couple of misses too, huh?
Castro looking for Reyes. Ryan Reyes, he's got the height advantage here against Timberlake. Reyes. Oh, but nice sticky defense thrown by Timberlake. They get the offensive rebound, however, courtesy of Aaron Aban.
Wala talagang flow ang ofensa ng Talking Tex. Kitang-kita mo yan eh. They're not moving the way that they can move as a team that you've seen them. They're trying to go to the simple plays, the isolation plays, the low post plays on a one-on-one. And that's hurting them because that's not their game. Their game is a lot of movement, good passing, forcing turnovers, and fast break plays, which B-Meg has shut down on the fast break plays. This nice move here by Reyes, taking it strong to the rim.
Ryan Reyes with 5 in the ball game, finding the open lane there. Still an 11-point ball game. 4 minutes and 28 remaining in the first half.
Go back to James here. Other team is in penalty.
James Yap, there's the double team waiting for him. In goes PJ Simon. Tough looking jumper for Simon. It rattles out.
That's halfway down there. But that was good defense there played by Castro.
Randy Del Campo.
Oh, never hit the board. Never hit the ring. Got a good follow-up from a role player.
Yep. Aaron Aban there to save the day, and they bring the lead back down to single digits, 38-29. And Coach George Callen has seen enough. He's calling for a 30-second timeout. Brought to you by Red Brake Fluid. Panatag ka sa biyahe mo.
Well, since he had used his timeout earlier, he had to use the 30-second timeout. George Callen also been given a warning because of the consistent complaints on the call. But if you know and you follow George Callen through all his career as a coach in the amateurs, in the PBL, when he has a lead, you score 4 points, 2 points, 6 points off him, he will call a timeout to try to stop the momentum very quickly. That's his trademark. And he does that exactly here because that lead has been cut down to 9 from a high of, 14?
14.
Okay, so, teka muna, I gotta talk to my boys. Now, sometimes, well, you know, that can work for you or against you, but I think it's always good to try to stop the momentum of the other team when they're beginning to do well.
A definite improvement for James Yap here in game number 4. And we're still in the first half.
Nobody says you can shut him down forever.
You're right. Well, all the signs are there for possibly a big game from James Yap. Another 3 for KG Canaleta.
And why did that happen? Because the guy that was guarding him sagged off to help against James. James is a pretty good passer now. Don't mistake that he's all scoring. He can pass the ball too.
Ali Peak at the high post, hand off to Jason Castro. Castro, soft jumper, no good. Rebound chased down by Timberlake.
That was a good timeout. They got 3 points.
Yes.
They made a stop. They have another chance. And that's going to be a foul on Castro. They're in penalty. Timberlake will go to the line.
And that'll be foul number 3 on the point guard, Jason Castro.
The Timberlake shooting team.
Terrific showing so far by B-Meg, except from the free throw line.
Yes.
Everything else except from the free throw line.
That's been the glaring chink in the armor so far for B-Meg Derby Ace. Let's hop on to our Phoenix drive of the game. This is Ryan Reyes working around the defense to create that basket. Talk and Tex trying to get their offense set here.
It's another bad set. They're down to 6 seconds. They're down to 5.
Randall De Ocampo, the fake, almost lost the possession. At the last second, finally makes a basket, and that's his first 2.
That hurts, B-Meg. You played 23 seconds of good defensive basketball, and you gave him the easy hook. Nobody came to help him in the end. That guy had no more areas or anybody to pass to at that stage.
Once again, it begins with James Yap. Here's the 3.
Wow! 15 points already for James Yap. A couple of assists. You know, a 3-point shot going for them tonight with Canaleta and James Yap.
A lot of gunslinging here in the second quarter. KG Canaleta and James Yap knocking down the threes. Another opportunity opening up here now para sa B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados. Timberlake looking for Pingris down low. Pingris trying to get the better of Ranidel de Ocampo. He's up close. He lost the possession. Timberlake.
And a loose ball foul is going to be called against Ryan Reyes, coming in from nowhere to knock out Simon, and they're in the penalty. So again, free throw shots here. 13-point lead by B-Meg. Simon going to the free throw line with 1:46 left in the second quarter.
And let's take a look now at our Phoenix moment featuring Coach George Gallant. And George Gallant, I'm not really sure which play he was reacting to, but there's been more than one play that he can give the thumbs up sign for. Could be some of those threes by James Yap or by KG Canaleta.
It's been a long while since they got somebody making 2 out of 2.
Yes. So the lead up to 15, biggest lead of the ball game so far para sa B-Meg Derby Ace. Talk and text needing a wake-up call. Jimmy Alapag could be the man to deliver it. He gets it off the glass.
Well, just like the San Miguel team, you know. When Rosella comes in and makes a big basket, the whole team wakes up because you have their leader there. That's why they needed Jimmy to start coming in and scoring here in the last minute and a half.
Over to Simon. Simon trying to pull off the ankle breaker. Releases the jumper.
He's had a couple of almost
You're right.
in shots, no?
And we're down to less than a minute. This last minute brought to you by Minute to Win It. They get it to Ali Peak. Ali Peak, the only man down there.
Well, that's all you need. He's a man mountain. Nobody can guard him out there on a one-on-one on that other team. So they are also in the penalty. That was just actually a defensive foul, but because of the penalty situation, free throw shots.
So Ali Peak now with 9 in the ball game.
Actually, this is the only bright spot for their team
So
in
far.
this match.
You're right. Still a long ways to go for the Talk and Text Tropang Texters. And they're going to have to draw up a new battle plan when they head back into the dugout. With B-Meg holding on to a double-digit lead for almost all of this second quarter.
That's going to be a holding foul. Yes, it is a holding foul on Reyes. I really think that's a good call because there was a good backdoor for Simon. And I think Ryan held him down. That's why he slipped. If he did not hold him down, he would have had a layup. But again, that's another foul on Ryan Reyes, and he has picked up 3, no? And Simon has gone 3 straight free throws for them. 7 points in the ball game now.
Coach Jot Reyes letting the officials know exactly what he thinks of some of the last couple of calls. All right. And trips to the line starting to improve now para sa B-Meg Derby Ace, and PJ Simon now with 8 in the ball game.
He's 6 out of 8 from the free throw line.
Kick out pass. Ranidel de Ocampo for 3. No. Aaron Aban soars in for the rebound. Ranidel will think twice about trying again.
Well, they have the last shot here if they want. And they're calling for the 30-second timeout just to make sure that this is our last shot.
So Coach Jot Reyes calling for a 30-second timeout, brought to you by Red Brake Fluid. Panatag ka sa biyahe mo.
Talking to referee Berneo here.
Yes, and pleading his case here. And well, talk and text. As you can see, trying to get themselves organized here, hoping to pull off one last rally before heading into the halftime break.
Well, they played really bad basketball game here in the first half. If they can go in with a 2-point shot or a 3-point shot, it's really something for them to work on for the next 2 quarters. Now, the worst thing that can happen to them is if they don't, again,